This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Here at the Palace on the Prairie, you know this is one of the most iconic stadiums in all of college football. Gaylord family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium gets rocking for the Sooners. They have got so many loyal fans. You know they bleed crimson and cream here. They are excited after a 10-win season last year, and these fans can't wait to get it started again. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Ole Miss kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Firing to the right, complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
Then we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Lacy. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. With the catch, it's Haas. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Lacy. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Tries to get it on the ground. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen.
They're just plowing ahead. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First 2 plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We have got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to Xavier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Mateer. They're setting up the screen. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And and you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense is back on the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can...
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Lacy. Finding some room. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And they tacked on the extra point. Big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Sooner offense returns to the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27.
Here we go. Ready. Black 14. Ready. Go, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to power their way ahead. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. He's got 47 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. The Sooners are flying down the field. The run inside. It's Robinson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Unleashes one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Using his feet. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense is won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running inside, it's Lacy. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that run. Good coverage.
Plenty of options here. Run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. Using his legs, it's Lacy. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, set it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
Buys a little extra time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The run to the right. He breaks a tackle. He's up to 90 yards rushing in this 1st half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down and 2nd and 3.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pickup of 12 on that one. We reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Handoff from the gun. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down.
And now it's kind of decision time for this offense. It's been a great start to the football game. Moving the ball down the field, scoring 10 points on the first 2 possessions. Do you want the field goal to still be a 2-possession game? Or do you want to be aggressive here, try to go for it on 4th down, and maybe break this game open early?
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end.
Maybe some room here. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Rebels. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback may change this route. On the move. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Stopped in the backfield as this defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air. It's Mateer. Here's a heat. Runs through a tackle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. At the 45, on his way. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. What a disappointment. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State in their matchup against the number 12 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Seminoles coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Keeps it. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He's got him in the flat. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Xavier again. Could be an out. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those...
Turning it on! The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Finds his tight end, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. There he goes! Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. No chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it thought that was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
On the direct snap, it's Lacy. Might have a chance. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the read. He'll take it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. First carry of the season. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds. The 48, an explosive play, gets this offense working. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for space, it's Lacy. Inside the 35. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Run in the red zone. It's Lacy. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Got his man on the outside. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Rebels surge back on top.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Trying to burn this defensive back. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown Sooner! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Rebels surge back on top.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because
first down here, what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Look out, he's got room.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Mateer. Finds us back in the middle. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Robinson. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some bounds, but they can pick up yards in...
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Sooners come down and score one of their own. Ready to try the point after. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. No chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The give to the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Odom. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
On the run, it's Lacey. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Moving out to the right. He'll try to do it himself. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Fourth quarter, obviously, trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass, and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the RPO, complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage. Putting it.
Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Rebels. They move on top here in the 4th. The Rebels surge back on top.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Mateer. A little release to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They want to run this quarterback. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete on the right side. There's some room. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? It's complete to the left. Snags it, and there's running room. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there, plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback keeper. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
To the air, it's Mateer. Starting to feel a little pressure. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
PAT unit on the field. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet stick.
He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. Gotta have it here on fourth down. He's taking the deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play, and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead